I couldn't believe my eyes. There was grown men punching other grown men, also punching other grown women.
Crash.
Welcome back to our Hardly Working Pod, episode 2. We're back in the studio.
Woo! We did it again!
We made it to episode 2, which is good. We didn't give up after the first one, although I kind of wanted to. Watched back the edit and I was like, guys, I'm boring as hell. So, this episode, I'm not going to be as boring. What do we have to talk about? Anything happen in your weeks? You wanna chat about?
No, nothing crazy's happened to me so far. I'm expecting things to happen later on in the week, but so
That is
far
ominous.
it's been
What's happening?
things always just come up, and I'm like,
Premeditated
how
murder.
does this? Yeah, how?
I've got some plans.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill someone.
Yikes.
No, nothing exciting for me. Just my work getting cancelled, so I have
Oh.
no plans and no money. So hopefully this
I
takes off.
feel you, dude.
Actually,
feel
on
ya.
that note, we didn't explain much about who we are, what we do, and we also didn't explain the name of the pod.
Yes.
Which I think is good to explain, right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
So on that,
Okay. So, I mean, the reason we called it the Hardly Working Pod is because the things we want to be doing, we're obviously not doing. I would like to be an actor. Sam would like to. What would you like to do?
I just anything to do with I like to sing, so I'd like to play instruments, so I'd like to be a musician, but I'd also, I'd like MT and just that in general, just any sort of performing. Really.
performing, yeah. Same. I mean, I'm nearly there with video.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
So that's good. Although I don't work much, the work I do pays nicely and is fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I
Nice.
just don't work much.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're not doing the stuff that we want to do. So hopefully this would take off and we'd be getting paid to do something that we enjoy doing, like talking to each other and having fun. We're also like, I'm working a job just doing like temp agency stuff, so I'm just making money week by week to survive at this point.
Yeah.
It sounds awful. When you
Yeah,
say
it does.
like
But I'm just paying my bills, and then by the start of the month, I'm broke again. So I just work
I
week
hear
by
that.
week at that point.
Yeah.
And Sam, you work.
I work in a pub,
Yeah.
and it's anyone who knows about hospitality in January and February, there's no work, so I'm currently doing like 1 or 2 shifts a week, so I'm not okay.
By the way, it's a really freaky pub because the first time we came to see you while you were on shift, there was a quiz night, and these guys have been. Well, you'd been before,
I think I've been maybe once before. Yeah.
and I hadn't been, and we walked in, and this is not an exaggeration. There's probably over 200 taxidermy animals dotted all around the
Yeah.
pub.
Yeah.
And it is weird.
It is the main talking point of our pub, is like at some point, whether they notice it when they first walk in or on the way out, they'll go, "Oh my god, look at the wall!" And it's just like got foxes and pheasants and squirrels and all this stuff just stuffed in the wall. It's quite an odd experience.
The thing that made me laugh is the table as soon as you walk in that's got like a ferret eating a bird.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
It's great for
You
it.
not seen it?
I didn't
You're
see
hungry.
that.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
ferret's like,
Yeah.
Really?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I always tell people that they'll be
I
like,
didn't see
they'll be like, "Oh, where did you, when did you get these in?" I'm like, "Well, it was before my time here." But then sometimes I'll be like, "Oh yeah, we got the fox on the side of the road the other day."
Just dragged it off the
Dragged it off the
road.
Yeah. So
It's really weird. You kind of get used to it though after a while. I didn't notice
No,
it.
yeah, I don't even
But it was a
take
bit
notice of
freaky.
it.
it's a
no.
vibe. Like it's meant to. It's
a
definitely
vibe.
there's something. Yeah, there's something about it. But it I don't know. It's meant to make the pub look more high end or something because it's like a hunter's lodge or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very
High end.
strange. I
Pick
can't-
your niche, I guess.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah,
right?
I guess so.
Even if people were talking about, that pub down the road with
That's
the
all those
dead
dead
fox.
animals,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know if it would make it high end for me. Like
I know
that
what you
doesn't.
mean. I
Yeah.
know what you mean. It's like hunter.
Yeah, but I don't know. I
Like
just
wear your
wanna...
gilet and your flat cap.
Yeah,
and-
yeah, true. And just like bring in your local catch and then stick it on the wall.
It's made for
It's
tourists.
like I got a pheasant for you, mate.
Yeah, I found this and I thought you could stick it on the wall if that would be
Yeah.
good.
But yeah, so that's what we do
Yes.
day to day.
Anybody else? Anything interesting happening in
in
your
our
weeks?
I almost got taken out on the motorway today on the way here.
Me too.
Some guy just literally just indicated into me, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll move out the fucking way then. Yeah, And then you like pull up next to them while you're trying to overtake them, and you look over and they're
Yeah.
just looking dead
I
forward.
was
Like,
gonna say,
they're like, don't look at him. Don't look at him.
Shaking.
Do not look at him. And I'm looking over like,
I find it so funny.
it's always that the one in the wrong is just like, just don't look.
Yeah.
look.
I don't need to look. I'm going my way. Just don't look right.
If you did look to the right, you just see me going. But yeah.
On the way back here, so I had to go this morning, get another microphone, another camera, because we hired one last week, but it wasn't available to hire. So I was like, oh well, we'll just get our own. But on the way back, there was like, you see how you have a small residential road and there's cars parked along one side. So then the people coming along one side have free flowing traffic, but then you have to wait for ages. This couple in the car had clearly been waiting for so long, and they were indicated, and I went past. I was the last one in the queue, and I said thank you. And this lady in the passenger seat, by the way, was like, literally, she did a little this, and then she shot it up, nearly put her hand through the freaking ceiling. I was driving away for like 3 minutes. I was thinking, I should just turn around. I should go back there.
Yeah.
I should tell her how I
I'm gonna
feel.
go get her.
Yeah. In reality, I'd have probably got out of the car, like, oh,
Road
sorry
rage
about
is a
that,
hell of
yeah.
a thing.
yeah.
I had one of those happen to me. I was on the way to your girlfriend's house, and there's a similar road to that, but it's a lot smaller. And I got right to the end, and I was gonna say thank you, and the guy had already put his middle finger up, and I was like, you haven't even given me a chance to say thank you. I just burst out laughing because I thought it was hilarious. He's just so done with everyone already, middle fingers up, ready to go, and he straight bang,
Straight
and I
up.
was like, oh, okay, cool, that's fine, don't worry about it.
Road rage is real, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah.
My dad used to be. I have like a good few memories of my dad just like slamming the handbrake on and getting out of the car and like just
Oh.
going up to someone's window and being
Really?
like, "You."
Oh my god. When I was
He's calmed down as he's gotten older, but I remember apparently his excuse is that because me and my sister were young, he like apparently once we got like tapped in the back of we got rear-ended technically, but it was more of a tap. Someone had just been too late on the brakes. My dad like lost it because he just got protective of me and my sister who were in the back, and yeah, he used to get out and be like, I wanted to kill him.
Have you ever been in a car accident?
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
What was
but not a
yours
big
like?
one.
Not a big one?
Not at all. We were queuing on the motorway, literally going like 3 miles an hour, and I just wasn't concentrating. I just went into the back of them at like 3 miles an hour.
Yes, I
Yeah.
do remember that. You
Actually,
telling me that.
twice. That happened twice. Once on a roundabout, once on the motorway.
Maybe you shouldn't be driving on roundabouts, especially.
Take his license away.
Yeah. I've had two.
Yeah.
One was when I was a kid, and my mum was driving, and we were on the way back from my uncle's house. I'm in the passenger seat, just playing on my PSP, and all of a sudden, hard brake, PSP goes flying into
Oh.
the windscreen. And my mum is slammed into the back of someone. I get out of the car, the bonnet is smashed to
God.
shit.
Yeah.
Like it is. It didn't even. She said she wasn't going that fast, but the impact on
Yeah,
the
you
thing
never
was
are.
just destroyed.
Yeah.
And then I got to sit in like a fire truck, so that was fun.
Oh, nice.
But then I had another one when I think I was like 21 or 20. I just started driving a little Ford Focus, my first ever car. Loved it. It struggled up hills, but it was my baby, and I loved it. I was sitting in a town centre, just got to the red light, and I was like, okay, at red light, just chilling. And then I look at my rearview mirror, and I see a motorbike coming towards me very fast, and I was like, God, that's coming up quickly.
That's scary.
Looked in front. I was like, still a red light. He's gonna stop. Surely he
He'll stop.
stops. And then he's getting closer, and then I start bracing for impact. All of a sudden, the motorbike smashes into the back of my car. The guy comes off the bike and lands on my roof.
No way.
I swear to God. And then rolls off. I just look in the rearview mirror and see him roll off the back of my car. I get out, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, I'm so sorry. He takes his helmet off, and he starts apologizing. The bit on the car, it wasn't actually as smashed as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
The impact felt a lot harder than it was, but they still ripped the car off, and I had to
Oh,
buy a new
they'll
one.
any excuse to write.
Yeah,
a car off.
it wasn't even that
Yeah.
bad. Like the
Yeah.
boot obviously was like caved in,
Yeah.
so it would take a lot to repair it, and the car was only worth like 500 quid. And I was like, yeah, they're just gonna write it off, and they did, and I had to say goodbye to my beautiful green Ford
No.
Focus. I loved it. It was
That's
great.
sad.
That's sad.
Yeah. Oh well.
The lady that I went into on the roundabout, I've been doing an elf job, at Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
and I hadn't bothered to take my elf makeup off, so I had yellow eyeshadow and green dots here, like freckly things you had to put on, and probably a red nose and some blush. And so I checked the roundabout; it was clear, so I assumed that she was going to start accelerating. She did not start accelerating, so I started accelerating.
Yeah.
Again, it probably wasn't that fast. It was probably like 5 or 6 miles an hour, and then they got out, and I recognised them from the elf attraction that I had been acting at.
Oh
I
god.
was like, oh no, I've still got the face on. Hopefully she doesn't recognise me. Anyway, the kid is maybe like 7 years old, and she was screaming. She was like distraught. It was like someone was like torturing her. It was awful. She was inside the car, and I could hear her from outside the car, like literally screaming so loud. The mum gets out, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I just thought the
Yeah.
roundabout was clear." And she was like, "Of course it's not clear, but..." And I was like, "It's okay. We'll just take some photos of it and go through the insurance." She was like, "I'm gonna need a new bumper," and I was looking at it thinking, I think that'll wipe off. But
Right. Yeah. It wasn't
anyway,
that bad.
gets the insurance claim, whole new bumper, whole new whatever. I don't know. It was like £500 insurance claim, and I
Oh,
went into
shit.
her like 6 miles an hour. Ridiculous. That room
Damn.
had no claims. That was bullshit. I had like 5 years of no claims.
Yeah, I've got like 8 or something, I think.
All right, flex.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so the main topic of this episode is probably going to be toxic exes and dating apps. We've all been on dating apps when we were younger, and we've all had a fair amount of toxic exes. I think we should start with dating apps.
Yeah.
And just the whole experience
Oh,
of
God.
it,
Mm-hmm.
because it is. I mean, it's like a circus, really,
Different
isn't it?
world.
Like it's a whole different world. All of them are they've all got their different taglines, and
Yeah.
like Hinge's one is it's an app designed to be deleted and stuff.
I like
and
that tagline.
It's a nice tagline.
It's cool. It's like, okay, so you want people to meet. However, like I don't know if it has a tagline, but I don't know if it works that well.
Yeah.
Like most people that I've talked to on dating apps just go on there just to get a shag.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
I think Hinge is probably, in my experience, the most successful. As in, not my personal experience, but like
Mhm.
what I've heard
Yeah.
is the most successful. When I was on dating apps, I don't think I had one date from Hinge.
No.
I only had 3.
As
from
in
dating apps.
dates?
3 separate people that I went on dates
Right,
with
yeah.
from dating apps.
Guys will just go, just
Yeah, when you
slide
go
as
on your
many as you
friends'
can.
dating app and it says like 99 plus matches, I'm like,
Yeah.
I've got 13. What do you
13.
mean 99
That's
plus?
fucking loads. 13 is loads.
Yeah,
You're
you hit-
double digits.
Yeah, it does exactly.
Damn. I was lucky if I got like 2 or 3. I was like, oh shit.
I mean, I met my current girlfriend who I've been with for 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Megan.
Oh,
I
of
met her
course.
on Tinder, which is a surprise because
Congratulations, that's
Tinder's like the
awesome.
cesspit of dating
I was
apps.
going to say Tinder's
Yeah.
probably
Diamond
the
in the rough.
worst one.
Well, I mean, to be clear, she went on a date with me, and well, she swiped. Was it right for good or?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't even
Right
remember.
for good, yeah.
So she swiped right on me because apparently she said I'd look like a good shag. So she was using Tinder for the real reason that
How
people
wrong
use Tinder.
you were.
Yeah, yeah, we went on a date, and I was a nervous wreck, and
Oh.
you know, was asking her about her life, which was a silly thing to do if you want just a shag, apparently. Um,
Do you remember where your first date was?
yeah, it was in a pub in Leatherhead. The Penny Black, not Black Penny, Penny Black. Yeah, I remember it was the first date I've ever been on. I've only ever had relationships through like work and like education and stuff like that. So this was the first ever like date I'd actually ever been on a dating app, and so I didn't really know what to do. I was like standing outside the pub for like 20 minutes. She wasn't late. I was just ridiculously early.
Oh.
Well, that's good. It's better to be early.
Yeah,
than
yeah.
late, I think.
And yeah,
Absolutely.
I remember yeah, it was a great date. And it went well from there. And but yeah, it was she said I was ended up being the worst one night stand of all time because she's ended up with me for 2 years. So
Oh my god, I thought she was just gonna be savage.
You're the worst shag I've ever had.
yeah, no.
Oh, that's cute.
But yeah. So I have a bit of a weird experience with dating apps because I experienced the same stuff. Like, you know, I didn't find Megan until I had to pay for Tinder Gold because
Oh, damn.
when you have Tinder, it's constantly telling you on this like
Oh yeah.
other window that there are people who have liked you, but you can't see them.
They're like blurred out,
Yeah,
aren't they?
and for months I'd had no success. I'd had no success from like at all. Just swiping all day, I'd get no matches, and I'd constantly see I had like 5 girls who'd liked me. So eventually, I just gave in. I was like, let's just see who they are. So I paid for 1 month, and then Megan was one of them.
So what you're
Wow.
telling me is you paid for your girlfriend?
So I paid for. I basically So I paid for
Sometimes
Megan.
you just have to do what you have to do.
Yeah.
For love.
But you know, I don't know whether they like hide them from you, like if it's a way to make you spend money on Tinder.
Oh,
'Cause
100%.
like they never
that's
came
what-
up on my
Yeah.
on my.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, so-
That's 100% what they do. They get you with like, these are the people that have liked you, and if you've got no matches, they're like, if you buy it,
We've
you
got
can have a match.
We've got 5 guaranteed
Yeah.
matches if you just pay for them.
Yeah.
So I did that, but you know, worked out in the end. We're still
Yeah.
together now, and she's lovely, and but yeah, I didn't really have much experience on it other than I think I tried to talk to a few women and just got like, you know, the usual response of, please leave me alone.
Please leave me alone.
I just don't. I never knew how to start the conversations. I'm terrible with open liners.
What the
Yeah.
hell did you say to get please leave me alone as a response?
I'm a great Shaq, I swear.
Well, I'm sure people actually do that, but no, I can't even remember, to be honest. But yeah, they never got off like the first 4 messages maybe,
Oh.
until I met Megan, and she was great. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had a couple of dates from them, and they were okay. Like, yeah, but I couldn't see myself finding a girlfriend
Mm.
with it. It just wasn't. It didn't seem like that sort of vibe the way it was going. But then I met my partner doing Greece, so
yeah,
that's what I
Yeah.
wanted to do when I first became single again. I was like, I would like to build a friendship first and then
Yeah.
move into a relationship, which is exactly what we did. But you know, I don't think they're bad. I just think the way they are now, it's not really. You're not gonna find a relationship.
You
I
have
think
to be
it's really
realistic.
rare.
Yeah.
you have to be realistic about why most people are on there, and if
Yeah.
something does come from it, which it can, I'm proof of that. It will happen. But yeah, there is a. It's just it's the scene at the moment. It's just.
Yeah, it's a slog.
Mhm.
It is a slog.
But we can't complain really. We're all in comfortable
No,
relationships. So
it's true.
Yeah,
So-
we are now, but we haven't been.
no.
I think I
No.
probably do have the craziest dating app story.
Go on.
I had all the dating apps when I was
You had
freshly
you had
single.
Raya as well,
Yeah.
Raya.
So I had all of them, and then I didn't know what Raya was really.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if I saw an ad or someone, well, maybe we were chatting about it.
Probably, yeah.
And anyway, when you sign up to Raya, you put in all your details and everything. And at the very end, it says, can we use your contacts to see if there's anyone that can give you a reference? And so then obviously you click yes, because if you don't get a reference for Raya, then I don't know how long it takes. I have no idea
Yeah.
if you can even get on with that.
It's a weird
reference.
system. You either have to be like super famous and
Yeah.
like, or like a Love Island influencer or something, and you'll basically
Yeah.
get on the app straight
Well,
away.
you have to have a public Instagram handle, which you give.
Oh, and then
to
if you've
Raya
got
at
like
the
a certain
start.
amount of followers, you're
So I
on.
assume, yeah, when they do the checks, if you've got like a mil or whatever, then you get on. But fortunately, when I put in my contacts, there was 2 people that I'm quite good friends with
Mm.
that had it. So I dropped them a text and I was like, "Hey, I've just signed up for Rail. Would you mind giving me a little?" I don't know what happens on their end. I don't know if they have to actually write something or if they just tick a box or whatever. And then I remember we were sat in the tech rehearsal for Greece.
Yeah.
We were sat in the auditorium. What were they? They were maybe just like playing with lights or something. I don't remember what they were doing. But we were sat in the auditorium next to each other, and my phone pings, and we both looked down at it. It's like a text notification saying like "Welcome to Raya," and we were both like, "Oh,
We were like, "Oh my God, he's gonna make someone famous and be set for life."
And then I think when Raya first started, it was much more exclusive than it
Yeah.
is. Because the people I know are successful in their industries, but they're not like, one of them's famous in musical theatre and the other one is just really successful behind the scenes in musical theatre. They've both got big followings on Instagram, but they're not like Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
Or they're not A-lister. So I don't know how exclusive it is anymore
Mm.
because that Matt Barnett was on there.
I don't
I
think.
mean-
I think now,
Oh, you're A-list.
Thank you.
You are
Thank
A-list.
you.
in our eyes, you're at the top.
Yeah.
I think now, like when you said it's like you have to pay a year's membership.
Oh my god, yeah. So you have to pay, otherwise there's no way you get on.
So I think now it's just like
And I
we
think
need to get people on and they'll make loads of money.
yeah, I think it works out £10 a month. I think it's 120 quid a year. And you have to pay.
I was gonna say, don't you have to
yearly.
pay the yearly
Yeah,
one?
but you can do like the thing where they go like, oh, if you pay for 3 years now, you get 40% off, and you're like, oh, it's only £400. Great.
Who wants to be on a dating app
Yeah.
for 3 years?
Well, you can also, I don't know how many people use it for this, but you can use it for networking.
Yeah.
There's a friends
oh,
only bit.
okay.
But I always found that weird. Anyway, I'm trying to think of the most famous person that I saw. There was an American YouTuber. I can't remember her name. She's blonde. She does makeup. You'll probably know her. It might be Tana Mojo. Might have seen Tana Mojo on there.
I don't think she does makeup.
Tana Mojo? Does she not do makeup?
Is she?
I thought she did makeup videos.
She's the one that Cody had a thing with?
Yes.
Yeah.
It might not be Tana Mojo. I don't know. Anyway, saw a famous YouTuber on there. There was lots of women footballers, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, lots of Chelsea and Fulham players. There was a few of the Crystal Palace cheerleaders, but no one like. There was no one that I was like, oh my god, that's crazy. Maybe they're like a different tier.
I think so.
Like the rare admins are like, okay, let's not.
You got to pay for RAYA Gold.
Yeah, let's not show Matt.
It's called Rare Diamond.
RAYA
on that
Diamond,
one,
yeah.
But anyway, and then it's exactly the same as any other dating app.
Yeah.
Literally the same. You put your photos on, you put your bio on, you put your job. It's mostly creatives and finance bros. But anyway, I matched with this girl who was American and supposed to be coming to. You understand the laughs when we get to the end of the story.
I didn't know you met her on RAYA.
Yeah, neither did I. I forgot it was Rare.
I thought it.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was Hinge. I didn't know
Yeah.
she was.
Oh, so she I don't know. She was a lawyer in America, and was supposed to be coming to see a band. What were they called? Can you remember?
Sleep Token, I think.
Sleep Token.
Yeah.
Was supposed to be coming to see Sleep Token in England. Plans fell through. Decided not to travel. We'd been chatting and FaceTiming and playing video games, and I was like, "Oh well, I've never been to Colorado, so I'll just go to Colorado."
Mental.
But like, I should preface it with, it wasn't like we matched. Then a week later, I was like, "Screw it, I'll go to Colorado."
Yeah.
We matched and had been talking. I felt like I knew who she was.
You've been talking for a couple of months, I
Yeah.
think. Like a fair amount of time.
Felt like I knew who she was. Anyway.
Oh God.
Going to America, I'm like, do I need to get an Airbnb or a hotel? She's like, no, you can just stay in my flat. I'm like, oh, do you have a spare room? She's like, no, you can stay in my bed. So obviously at that time I'm thinking, wow,
Ka-ching.
that's crazy.
It's about to get good.
Yeah. Anyway, so I get there and she picks me up from the airport and there's like, it's pretty awkward. It's just like, hi.
It's like when you go on a first date initially, it's that awkward tension of being like, let's see if this conversation can flow. And it's fine because, you're only, half an hour away from home. So if it doesn't work out, you could just dip and go home. However, you flew to America.
Flew to New York, then to Colorado because the flights were cheaper. I should say, by the way, she paid for half my flights and told me that I would be sleeping in the same bed as her. So I had zero doubts in my mind that it was...
She was at least interested in you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Romantically interested. Anyway, so I get there. We're literally sat in the car. It's a 45-minute journey back to her house. And I'm literally like, so, anything fun today? And she's just there driving. Not really many words happening. And we we get back to her house and she's got this enormous German Shepherd and cat. And then I think we took the German Shepherd on a walk. And she had one of those collars that's got the spikes on it that like digs in if they pull too hard. And I've never seen one of those before, never used one of those before. And I was like, oh God, this is a lot. Why can't you just like be nice to the dog?
Yeah.
That was a really random caveat. And then I'm trying to remember, it started to go downhill. I'm just trying to remember if there was a turning point. Yeah, I think what happened was there was like 3 days sleeping in the same bed, but like we'd literally get into bed and she would turn over and either read her book or be on her phone. And that's it. No talking for like, maybe go to bed at like 9 p.m. But I wouldn't sleep probably until 11.
Because you're just waiting. See if anything's
Not
gonna...
even.
He's like, tonight's the night. Here we go.
Not even.
Get in bed,
9
she
p.m.
rolls
was
over.
just-
Fuck. Not again.
So yeah, so we just like got our backs to each other. This is an awkward story to tell, by the way, because my current partner produces the podcast and is sat there listening to this. She's heard the story probably a million times, but it never gets any less awkward to tell. So yeah, and then
Oh, but it's so funny though.
it is.
It's so
It is
funny.
amusing. Nothing ever happened. I think after the third day, we were laying in bed. No, I don't think. I know. We were laying in bed. I was just staring at the ceiling for the third night in a row. Just sat there like,
I'm in
what
Colorado.
am I doing? I'm
Yeah.
in Colorado. I'm in a stranger's bed.
Yeah.
And at this point, it wasn't even like I'm gutted because there's no romance. She wasn't even being friendly.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
like I was like,
Because you were talking to
someone
us, weren't you?
subletting her.
It was like
Yeah.
you were a squatter in her house.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, he just lives here now and I have to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
And-
you'd message Brandon throughout, like, or Brandon would message you just to be like checking in, like, how are
Yeah,
things going?
are you still
and
alive?
every time it'd be a message of like, it's awful, it's absolute hell.
And every day you're probably thinking, okay, today's got to be a good day.
can't get
because
worse. Yeah.
Yesterday was bad, and then I'd say something new, and they'd be like,
Oh, it got
Okay.
worse.
yeah, it got worse then. But yeah, so we're laying in bed, and I'm like, I won't name her. I'm like, hey, can I ask you a question? And she goes, okay. I was like, okay, you don't even know what I'm going to ask. It could be, can I go and stay in a hotel? Anyway, I'm like, is there any, pretty much, I was like, is there any kind of romantic connection here? She didn't even skip a beat. No.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, well, at least we're on the same page now.
Yeah.
And so I went, okay, and rolled over and went to sleep. Woke up the next morning, went out, got myself coffee. Pretty sure I took her dog on a walk for her.
Mm-hmm.
Should mention that on the second day, she'd just moved to this flat like 2 weeks prior. I spent 3 hours on the phone to the Wi-Fi customer service team, trying to get her Wi-Fi to work. She had to go to work. I had to stay in her apartment whilst the dude came and fitted the Wi-Fi, and he was asking me, "Can we drill through the wall? Are you okay with the cable going here?
Mm-hmm.
Can I attach this thing to the side of the flat?" And I was like, "I don't know. Sure, do your worst." I mean, at this point, she's being a dick, so drill through the wall.
Burn it down if you want.
Yeah, literally set the place on fire, please. And then it just gets progressively worse.
How long were you out there?
16 days. Yeah, a long
And on
time,
day
actually.
3, you
Day-
clarified that you weren't interested in each other,
Yes. Yeah.
and you spent
but from that-
13 more days
Well,
there.
I checked the flights back,
Yeah.
and I'd already spent £600 each. So she spent 600,
Right.
whatever that is in dollars. I spent 600. It was another 300 to move the flights closer, and I was like, I think I can spend the £300 here if I want to better.
And just try to have a good time.
Yeah, I think I can, because I still had Raya on my phone.
Oh, yeah.
I
of
did
course.
actually go on Rare, and I matched with someone in Colorado, but nothing ever came of it. I don't know if I ever told you guys that.
No.
But yeah, I did match with another person in Colorado, but nothing ever happened.
You should have.
But I was literally like, well, I've got 2 weeks, so if you want to hang out, we can. But yeah, it just got progressively worse. She was really into like death metal. Is that what you call it? I don't know what you call it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one
Sleep Token, and further into the
heavier side.
unintelligible
Yeah.
realm where they just like make animal noises. And she was like, "Oh, do you want to go to this rave?" And I was like, "You know what? I've never been to a rave. At least she's actually asking to do something with me, like as friends.
Yeah, yeah.
But at least she's actually like showing initiative.
Yeah.
I've flown all this way, and at the minute, the most we've done is play Mario Kart one time on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went, and it was a wild time. I've never been to a rave. That's the only one I've ever been
Neither.
to. It was in quite a big venue, and there was the stage and then the pit, and then like most times I imagine concerts and stuff have a standing area and then they've got seats. This was only standing. There must have been 400 people. I witnessed my first wall of death. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
When two like lines of people
And then
smashing
they
into each
just
other. Yeah,
collide.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
witnessed my first thing where they all just punch each other.
Yeah.
That was
just a mosh pit.
I couldn't
Yeah.
believe my eyes. There was grown men punching other grown men, also punching other grown women.
Mm-hmm.
And the weird thing was they were giving it all this.
Yeah.
And then when you smack someone and they fall down, everyone stops.
Everyone stops. Yeah.
Helps you
Yeah.
up, checks you're okay, bang, at
Straight
it
back
again.
to it,
Left hook, right hook. Awful. And this girl was like, do you want to go in and try? I was like, absolutely not. I'll probably get knocked unconscious the minute I step in there. The most I did was a more tame song came on and I went into the mosh pit for like 30 seconds. But it wasn't really, it was just jumping to the music.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't like, I got pushed around a bit. Luckily, like we were talking about on the last episode, I got a low center of gravity, so I didn't fall over. There was one where they were like kicking and thrashing around in a circle.
Yeah.
I did that. That was cool. I actually enjoyed that. That was
Oh,
quite
okay.
fun. Because I
Sucks
didn't feel like I was going to die.
Yeah.
Because we were moving all at the same speed.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we did that. Got someone's blood on my arm. That was gross. Actually got a t-shirt from that place. I'm trying to remember what awful things she did. Because at the minute, apart from just inviting me to America and then showing no interest.
I think the vibe that I got when you were talking to me was that she just hated you, just
Yeah.
as a person.
Yeah.
And just really, despised everything you did.
Oh, that was it. You know what? Actually, I've got a list. I've got a list on my notes. I made a list because it got to the point where I was like, I was writing down things in the first couple of days. I was like, maybe we could talk about this.
When you got back, she messaged you.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
her friend messaged you.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll get to that bit because that was fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was funny.
This notes document started off as I'll write these things down. Maybe there'll be the chance to talk about it, and I'll be
Mhm.
like, hey, I don't like it. No, don't. It ended up just being me writing. Like I was like, surely it can't get any more ridiculous. No, she's done something else, which is wild. And the note is called "Why You're a Waste Man."
And I'm pretty sure if I remember this right, you were making this list throughout the 16 days, and you would like note down something else that she'd done. Something
pretty
else.
much every. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 things. So at
Damn.
least one per day.
Yeah.
But there was days where I didn't write anything down, and then days where I wrote like 3 things
Yeah.
down. She knows I'm a photographer. We have the same camera. She's loaded, had the camera as a hobbyist, but she's a lawyer. She made like 6+ grand a month.
Mhm.
She was absolutely loaded, and she wasn't even a full lawyer at that point. She was, I can't remember what you call it. Before you take the bar,
Mhm.
you work as something, and then once you take the bar, you qualify as a lawyer. Anyway, we went on a hike up this mountain. I took my camera. She was like, "Bring your camera." I took candid photos of her and her dog and showed her, and she was like, "Why did you take these of me? I didn't ask you to take these." And I was like, "Oh, sorry. I thought you just want nice, like they weren't bad photos. It was just her playing with her dog next to this massive lake in a mountain." Anyway, then we get back to the car after a 3-hour hike, and she sits in the car and she's like, "Did you get any photos of me?" And I was sat there like, the audacity to tell me halfway through the hike, "Don't take photos of me." And then we get back to the car and you're like, "Oh, well, did you get any?" No, I didn't get any photos. Anyway, what else have we got here? Oh, this was wild actually, and I'm wearing my Pride socks as well. This is crazy. She said, "I've booked an Italian." So this was so weird, right? Because she'd shown no interest, and then randomly she'd be like, "I've booked an Italian for us to go to tonight," and I'm like, "Okay."
There's like
And-
a glimmer of hope
yeah.
somewhere in there.
And she said, "This is the best Italian in Colorado," and I was like, "Yes, I love Italian.
Yeah.
This is gonna be phenomenal."
Mm.
And my reaction was, "Yes, let's go." And she went, "That was a bit gay." I was like, "Excuse me? First of all, I don't think it would be considered gay. Secondly, even if it was, what the hell's wrong with that?"
Yeah.
God, this was mad. You know what? Reading these again just brings it all flooding back. We were driving somewhere. We pull up to this ratchet car. It was like a banger. It had like, you know, where they've sanded it down to repaint it and haven't repainted like
Mhm.
patches
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
There was rusty patches. I don't think it had a window. Like it was It was white and rusty, and there's 3 dudes in there, and they had like olive skin, so maybe they were Hispanic. I don't know. I didn't ask them. They were in the car next to us, and we go past it, and she goes, "I could get them deported. They're all illegal." And I was like, "What the what?"
Christ.
Yeah, and
What a lovely human being.
and it's because we were looking over because he was acting weird as hell. He had the steering wheel like this, like right up to his face at the lights, and he was just staring like this. And then I started to do an impression of him, and that's what prompted her. She was like, "Don't, they're all illegal. I could probably get them deported." And I was like,
Damn.
How did we go from this guy's just being freaky in the car to he's an illegal
He
immigrant?
was just locked in, I think, just
Yeah.
ready to go.
He had like his
fast and furious.
on-biting point. He's got the nos ready to go.
Yeah, he's just off he goes, just ready.
Oh, she got annoyed at me for locking the front door when we went out on a walk.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you? Honestly.
Yeah, I had my Mac, my 2 cameras, my Switch in the apartment, and it was a public apartment. Like the main doors to the apartment didn't have a lock on, so the only
So anyone could
thing
just walk in.
anyone could walk in. The only thing that was stopping them getting to my belongings was that front door.
Was me.
And I just picked up the key and locked it because that's what you do.
Yeah.
And then we got back, and she really mugged herself off because she went to open the door and like fully like walked into it.
So she just leaves it unlocked like all the time.
Yeah, I think it's because she's got her big dog that she
Yeah,
was
but-
chill. But like, if she goes back and finds anyone in there, but I was like, I'm not worried about finding someone in there. I'm worried about finding none of my things.
Yeah.
in there. She didn't use any pleases or thank yous. She just took shit. How do you guys, if you haven't heard someone and you need them to repeat themselves, what do you say?
Like,
Say that again.
yeah, something like that, yeah.
Or
Or like, excuse
Pardon?
me.
there it is.
Oh, pardon.
So I say that. That's my dialogue that I
Okay.
use.
And that's the polite way of doing
Yeah.
it. That's the...
And she like third time I said it to her, she lost her mind. I'm telling you, like, was like shouting at me.
She didn't like the word pardon.
Yeah. She was like, "This is so fucking irritating. Stop saying pardon." And I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
Gets a gun out.
Yeah.
You say pardon again, I'm gonna shoot.
She didn't
you in
actually
the
have a
head.
gun. She did not have a gun. She
Oh,
grew up
really?
in North Carolina and she didn't have a gun, which I was quite surprised about. Because that's like
Also quite thankful about.
very
Oh, she
thankful.
would have blown
I
your
was-
brains out.
I was
mate,
getting
if she had a
texts from
gun.
my friends. In fact, I've got a group chat called "I Didn't Get Kidnapped," and it was called "Don't Get Kidnapped"
Okay,
because they were worried.
in case.
And every day they'd be like, and I said, "I'm going on a 3-hour hike." They were like, "Do not go on the hike. Whatever you do, do not go in a mountain with
Just
this
like
person."
sniper rifle in the back, lining
But
it up.
Just walk up ahead, Matt.
Yeah,
Walk up ahead.
I'll meet you up there.
I'll meet you up there.
oh my god, I forgot. This one's hilarious. She coughed like a child. You know how children cough like with their tongue out and
Oh,
not
she
covering
does
their
like
mouth. Literally like neck arched, like it was so weird, exactly like that. And then we went to a sushi restaurant and I sat next to her and she actually got up and moved because I'd sat next to her and she didn't want to sit next to me.
Valid.
That was
No,
I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, "Oh wow, we're there." And then finally, as you reminded me, we went to a Mexican restaurant on the last night. I was pretty skint by this time. 16 days in America living with someone who earns $6,000 a month
Mm-hmm.
is different. It's just different.
You gotta meet that level.
Yeah. Not only did she do copious amounts of drugs, so she spent a lot of money on that. The fridge was pretty much empty. All there was like milk, cereal, and eggs. Nothing else.
That's all you need.
Yeah, that's all you need. So we ate out pretty much
Every day.
it was either a restaurant or a takeout or like a Subway, every day. Plus, going to the cinema. Is it like we would? It was like a holiday. So I was doing activities,
Yeah.
but the activities were so expensive. I had to buy hiking shoes, which, by the way, are so expensive.
Mm.
It was like $90 for this
Mm.
tiny pair of. I mean, that's the average price, isn't it, for trainers? But I don't know. I
Yeah.
just didn't expect hiking. I guess they're specialty shoes. So, anyway, we have Mexican on the last day, and I was like, "Listen, I'm broke. Can we please split this meal?" Because what we've been doing was like, I'll pay for this day, she'll pay for the next day,
Right. Yeah.
and then it's weird because she was so reasonable about things like that, and then just everything else, she was just a dick. Anyway, and then I'm like, yeah, can we split? She's like, yeah, of course, no worries. Just send me the bill. Her credit card had frozen because of this whole internet fiasco that was going on. She had the internet still going from her old apartment, so she had to freeze her bank card. So she couldn't send me the money for it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So I paid for it under the impression that she would transfer it. Anyway,
Yeah.
it was my last day, so I was literally leaving the next morning. So I was like, okay, when I get back to London, I'll send it to you. And she was like, yeah, fine. Anyway, send her the Monzo thing. Then I get a message from an unsaved American number. And I was like, this can't be a coincidence.
Yeah.
This has to be joint. Anyway, I've deleted the messages now, but it says something like, dude, it's so cringe that you'd ask for $35. I'm sure that you can think of a time that she spent $35 on you. And then it said something like, just get out or something. And I was like, what the hell? I don't even know who this is. I said, who's this? And then she said, whatever her name is. I can't remember. At the time, I knew exactly who it was because she'd spoken about her while I was there. And so I think I replied, I was like, she's a big girl. She can send me a message. If she doesn't want to pay me the money, she can tell me herself.
Mm-hmm.
And then this girl came back and was like, oh, like, this is so cringe. She's not going to pay you the money. Just leave her alone. It's so embarrassing for you. And I messaged the girl that I'd been staying with, and I was like, what is going on? Literally the day before, I had sent her. We went to Red Rocks, the music venue.
Mm-hmm.
It's like really famous
Oh,
outdoor
yeah.
stage
Yeah.
carved into
Yeah.
the like everyone's performed there.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling Stones, Beatles, blah blah blah. They've got a really cool museum actually with all these like original guitars that were played by the musicians. Anyway, I bought this like throw for like the bed or the sofa or whatever from there because it's handmade and it's a tapestry of Red Rocks. It looks really cool. And she was like, "Oh, send me a picture when you get back." And I sent her a picture and she was like, "Looks great." My next message was, "Here's the link for the $35.
Mm.
Nothing. Haven't heard from her since. I
So-
removed her on everything. I removed her as a follower, blocked her. She just pissed me off. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. Was getting your friend to text, just say, "Hey man, I'm not paying you, and I'm gonna block you now."
Oh, yeah.
All
fair.
right, fair. I can get over that.
Yeah.
But like, and also, it wasn't even about the money at that point. It was just the
Yeah.
principle that like, she's just being such a prick. But
I mean, man, what
what a story.
What a story! Like it's just mental that it's something that you went through. Like, I honestly, my social anxiety spiked listening to that story, let alone being part of it. I couldn't. I would have become like homeless in America. I would have just walked the streets of America instead of staying with her because she
Yeah.
sounded psychotic.
She really, really was. There was like moments where I was thinking, actually, I think you probably are by definition a psycho. like fully, if she had a psychological analysis, I think it probably would have come back as narcissistic, maybe genuinely psychopathic, because some of the things it was like, it would switch immediately.
Yeah.
It was like 1 minute, hey, we went to see freaking Venom or something. Like, and she ordered popcorn, and then the next minute, my fork scrapes on the plate, and she's losing her mind and telling me to eat in the other room.
Stabs you in the eye.
Yeah.
Mental.
But if I hadn't have gone on that trip, and she had not treated me like literal shit, I would not have popped up to my current girlfriend's story,
Yeah.
which
I
is
remember,
great
yeah.
because we knew each other previously, and we'd both been to an audition for a local amateur show, and I think that you shared the cast list on your story, and you weren't on the cast list, and so I popped up and was like, "Oh, you didn't make it," and then it went from there, and it was probably one of the things that kept me sane and happy
Mhm.
through the rest of the trip was knowing that when it got to like, I don't know what the time, I think it's 9 hours behind.
Mm.
So knowing that when it got to whatever time in America, I'd be able to message my now partner and be like, I don't think I actually told her about the trip while I was on the trip. I think I saved that. I didn't want to be like, oh yeah, I came to America to see this girl, but now she hates me, so now I'm messaging you because
Yeah,
that
so
wasn't.
what's up, babe? How's it going?
That
You
wasn't
down to
it.
chill and fuck or something? I'm not getting nothing here, so I was coming over there.
But yeah, so we chatted, and then one thing led to another. We went on our first date in Costa,
Yeah,
and the rest is history.
yeah.
So
So big up the American girl.
I'd like to clarify the reason I wasn't on the cast list was because I didn't audition.
yes, but
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't know that. I just thought it was weird that you'd shared.
Otherwise, I'd be the
cast.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I don't think I can say anything now because that's the most insane thing I've heard.
Yeah, but she's not actually a psycho ex.
That's true.
Yeah, I think we kind of we all have a fair amount of history when it comes to our past girlfriends and how
Mine is the least, I think.
yeah, yours is probably the least
It was
tame.
fine until it wasn't fine, and then it really wasn't fine.
So I've got this. I want to talk about this music app that I found. It's called Record Club. I can't really remember how. I think it was an ad on Instagram I saw for it, I used a different app, and I saw on a review that someone was like, "I'm moving to Record Club," and I was like, "Oh, okay, what's that?" So I looked it up, and it's a review app, but it feels a lot more like Letterboxd, unlike like Album of the Year and other reviewing apps like that, where it's very much just you review albums, you rate albums, and that's about it. It feels a lot more like the Letterboxd, where you can kind of have your profile, have your favorite albums on there. You can like have albums on rotation, so like people can know, like your friends can know what you're listening to at the moment. And then you can obviously review and rate albums, and I'm really enjoying it. I think it's a really good looking app. It's nice and fresh. It's got a very small community on it, which all seem really nice. Yeah, I've really been enjoying it, and I want more people because I love music. I think music is a really important part of life in general. I think it's the lifeblood of a lot of people, and I think it's so interesting, like knowing what people listen to and what people like and what people don't like compared to me and other people. So yeah, I mean, I haven't really got much to talk about for it at the moment other than what I've just said, but I wanted to pitch an idea to you guys for next time. Is I want you guys to bring your top five albums
Oh wow.
on the app. So obviously, if you get the app, you can do that, and you
Oh
can,
okay.
but you don't need to talk about it much. You can just say these are my top five.
Top 5 albums.
of all time. Yeah.
That's I think that'd be a quite good idea. I think we'll download the app and then
Yeah.
and bring it next time. and
Because
that'd
you
be
can
quite
like
cool.
recommend, once you have like friends on there and followers and stuff, you can recommend albums, recommend songs to them and send them and that you think they'd enjoy, and you can like talk about it. Because I think we live in a world at the moment where playlists, and it's so easy to listen to music that there's really negative things coming in, like there's AI music that's getting seeped into Spotify play that's getting it's getting like drilled into or sneakily put into Spotify playlists because it makes Spotify more money. And because they don't have to pay the artist.
Yeah, I didn't
So-
know that.
So
They don't even have to pay the person that did the prompts or whatever.
no, it's because like what Spotify are apparently starting to do is they're using their own AI to make AI artists. So it's them that's making the
Oh
music.
damn.
So
Yeah, that's
we're entering a world where artists are going to get paid even less than they have been since streaming has come onto
Yeah.
the scene.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people should go back to listening to. I went last year. I changed to listening to albums. I still listen to the odd song, the odd playlist. I still think they're good, but I've fell in love with listening to albums again. Just like putting an album on that has maybe one or two songs that you like on it, and just seeing if there's any more. I found so many more songs that I like, so many more songs I don't like, and I've understood some of the artists that I love way more and their creative process through listening to albums. So I think getting more people to do that is a really, really good way to listen to music if you enjoy music.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, even if you don't have 5 albums, you have 5 songs. Go listen to those albums. And you might like them
Yeah.
and add them to your list. But yeah, I'd like to hear, because I think we all have very different music tastes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think
definitely.
it's I'm not going to sit here and slate you about your music. Say
Can't believe you would
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah, I just think it's a yeah. And so I want to
Sleep token.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
yeah, I want to
That's
hear.
gonna be on my top 5.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, next week come back with your top 5 albums, and we'll compare, and yeah, we'll go
Sick.
from there. But yeah,
I think it's a good way of engaging if we have people listening.
Yeah.
If you want to get the app and then do your top 5 and comment down below, and we can check out your top 5, and we can
I was thinking the same
maybe
thing.
bring it onto the podcast and see what ones you guys have looked at as well. And
yeah,
see what-
recommend albums,
Yeah,
recommend
recommend them to
songs.
us.
Honestly, like we'll do it. It's annoyingly we're in a format where we can't really play music out loud.
Yeah.
But otherwise we do like a listening session, which would be
Yeah.
really fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But,
Can you do that on live streams?
I think so. I think
You
so.
can
But
listen
you
to-
wouldn't you wouldn't be able to monetize this.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
But yeah, so we'd probably listen to it off stream and then come back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's music's a great way to communicate with
Yeah.
people. And
So
Can you
what's
make,
the app
like-
called one more
Oh
time?
yeah.
Record Club, download it. It's great. It seriously looks great. It feels great. It's I'm not endorsed by
course.
them.
Yeah, this is not an ad.
This isn't an ad.
Yet.
I wish it was an ad.
We want it to be an
Um,
ad, so hit us up.
But yeah, yeah, check it out. If you don't like it, then
Can
hey
you
ho.
make communities? on there?
Yeah, well, it's I don't know about that, but you can but yeah, like you have like your followers list, and then
Okay.
and on the app you can, so like they have sections where they show, you can sort it by like your followers or everybody on the app what they're listening to at
Oh
the moment.
wow.
So, and also it has like albums that are going to be released. It shows the release date, and you can go through them and add them to like your watch list, so you can be ready for when they get released. You'll get like a notification saying the album's out, and you can go and listen
Cool.
to it. So
Does it link with your music listening
it
app?
it tells you, so if you like choose an album on there, it will take you to a website if you want to buy the CD or the vinyl, and they'll also show you what streaming sites it's on. So you can link it with like you can link it with everything. You can link it from Spotify and Apple Music to like Tidal and
Yeah.
SoundCloud and like everything, Bandcamp. And so for like, even like if you're really into like niche, small, upcoming artists that aren't on the big streaming platforms, or
Oh,
maybe they're trying to
cool.
avoid the big streaming platforms, which is
Yeah.
there, you'll be able to find them on there instead. It'll tell you where to find them. So it's
Nice.
honestly, it's really cool. It's really cool app.
Great.
Sick. We wanted to. I'm gonna change the subject. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
We wanted to get your reaction because we both saw this clip of this Sunday League
Yep.
video, and I'll get it on here. 'cause
We've, I think most of us, while you find the video, have played Sunday League football.
Yeah.
Um,
Have we all? Yeah.
I played football when I was a kid.
Okay. Similar.
But
it gets to a point where now at our age, I would like to play, but there are people out there who, they see it as they're
Life.
very
MMA.
competitive, and it's more like I'm gonna break your fucking leg, mate.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm getting in the
then-
octagon with you right now on the penalty spot.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, I've got work tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
could do with not having a broken leg.
Yeah.
I would like to be able to continue doing that, and I just personally I can't trust anyone not to try and kill me just to play a bit of football.
Yeah.
But we all like football.
But
like
we
it.
Yeah,
all love football.
It's
Yeah,
gutting. I think when you play Saturday League, it's a little less like that because it's a little more serious.
yeah,
And
you've
then
gotta be
obviously
good
when you
enough.
get to like bigger clubs, get into semi-pro, then it's less.
yeah.
I'm gonna break your legs.
But I mean, my brother plays on Saturdays and Sundays, or
Oh my god, yeah, I
Saturdays,
forgot about that.
and he gets injured all the time.
Yeah.
And he works a normal job, 9 to 5, no, 8 to 4 every day.
He's just built
Yeah.
different, isn't it?
Yeah, just built different.
Built
yeah.
So-
different.
He's gonna love that.
He's gonna love that.
Built different, mate.
Let's imagine you're playing Sunday League.
Yep.
The opposition have a penalty. I don't know if
Yeah,
the guy who.
He's on the opposition's. I think he's defending. His side is
The goalkeeper.
yes.
Okay, so
God.
imagine
eventually.
your team has got a penalty
Yeah.
and you're thinking, great, we're going to score. I'm going to go to work the next day without a concussion, without a golf ball sized lump on my head. And then this happens. Don't worry, I'll replay. Just up here. Bang!
Oh my god.
So we'll pop the video up, but for context, for
What
audio
the
listeners,
fuck were you doing?
is mental. He fully gets his elbow and just smashes it into this guy's face
Yeah.
as the kick is taken. And the guy just collapses, obviously.
It's straight up assault
Yeah.
on
I
somebody
think
else.
he has actually been arrested.
Good.
Since.
You can't just elbow someone in
Good.
the face on a football pitch. That is not on.
That's
I'm
mental.
sorry, that's so
It's
not on.
scary.
That gives me anxiety to step on a football pitch.
That's
Yeah.
what I mean. Who
Yeah.
wants to play football and get elbowed in the face for no fucking reason? It's ridiculous.
Maybe they were down like 7-0 and he'd just given up with life and he was just decided I'm gonna kill somebody. He's like
I've got nothing to lose.
yeah, it's like my dad when he gets rear-ended.
Gets out of the car, bosh, have
Exactly.
that.
It's so bad. You're a dick, mate. That is all you are. You're a dick. There's no reason for you to elbow someone in the fucking head
Yeah.
just because you're playing football. Just play the game. You don't need to just attack someone for no reason.
It is mad. The
That's
tackles
so
you get.
uncalled for.
Yeah. And then he probably said, "Get up, you pussy."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't touch him, ref. I didn't touch him. What are you on about? He's just gone down. I haven't touched him.
I just think,
what
well,
the fuck?
how do you think you're gonna get away with that? Like,
Yeah.
just so blatant. Like, I know that like some people like argy bargy, you might get an
Yeah.
elbow
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
side or something, but like to be up there full
Yeah.
on like
And then it's when they go, "I thought it was a contact sport."
yeah.
Shut up.
Not like that.
Not like that.
Game's
It's
gone.
not
The game's
boxing.
gone.
Yeah.
Game's gone.
Fucking pussies, get out, mate. It's at that point. It's just like you say. It's just UFC, and
Yeah.
he's just fighting for the belt at that point, and he's just like, "This is my last chance to win."
He watched Paddy. He watched Paddy Pimblett and then
Yeah.
he just was like,
Oh, he lost, didn't he?
yeah.
He did lose.
Was that
yeah.
his first loss?
I don't think.
I don't keep up
so.
well enough to know that factually, but
I don't think so. I know he was. I think a favorite going into it.
Yeah.
He's a good fighter. He speaks on mental health afterwards, which is great.
Oh, that is good. I didn't know that.
I think there's some other controversial things about him that he spoke about as well. So
There usually is.
we're not going to be on his side or against him. We're just in the middle. It was a good fight. Justin Gaethje is a great fighter as well.
Yeah, he will. I mean, I'm speaking as someone who knows nothing about that sport,
Oh, okay.
but I was watching it and it looked cool.
Yeah, there was one fight, Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway for the BMF title, and they had a great fight. Max Holloway is an incredible fighter, one of the best boxers in UFC
Mm.
currently, in my opinion.
Mm.
And I think in the last round, Max Holloway had clearly won on points, and in the last 20 seconds, pointed at the ground and was like, "Let's just swing for it," and they started swinging, and Max Holloway just took him out clean. Just one quick one to the chin. He drops like a sack of shit. Yeah, crazy. But he's a great fighter. Yeah, Justin Gaethje won the belt against Paddy Pimblett.
Yeah.
But
Another
Yeah.
shout out to your brother who killed Jake Holloway on Call of Duty one time.
Max Holloway.
Max
yeah.
Holloway, sorry.
Yeah, he killed him on Warzone when we
That
used to play
was so
Warzone
funny.
in COVID times.
Oh my god. They were
somehow-
doing it was he running with Tim?
I don't know. He was streaming on Twitch and we were
Yeah.
playing. And
There was
then,
3 of them, right?
Yeah, I think three of them. There was 4 of us, and Jake killed Max Holloway, and then I think
Oh,
he'll
no.
remember that moment for the rest of his life.
Oh, I was so gassed.
Yeah.
I was so did you ever play Call of Duty on PC?
I dodged the Warzone
Ah,
bug.
there was an app you could get for Warzone and it predicted the skill level of your
Mm.
lobby and gave you a rating out of 100
Oh,
of
okay.
the skill level. And they banned it pretty immediately because it told you every single player that was
Yeah.
in the lobby, and then it gave you what did it give you? It gave you, was it out of 10 or 100? Gave you a skill
I think it
rating.
was out of
Did it give you
100.
anything else? I think it told you the ping of the lobby.
Mhm.
And anyway, there was multiple times where the plane starts and we're waiting, it pops up, it says 1 out of 100, which
And
is
we
the
would be
worst.
like, "Oh
I'm
my
like,
god,
boys, it's a one lobby, let's go. And then
At that point, it's just attack everyone
Yeah.
you see
go full aggro.
because they're not gonna know what they're doing. If you're in a one lobby, you're against people that
I'm pretty sure it's just bots.
yeah. So
Yeah.
then it's just
That
get as
sounds
many
fun.
kills as you
It
can.
was so good.
That does sound
And then they
fun.
patched it out. But before they patched it out, we were just jumping on one night, and then it comes up and it says on the list Tim the Tap Man, and we were like,
Yeah.
surely that's not the. Do you know Tim the Tap
Yeah,
Man?
yeah, of course, yeah.
Surely that's not the Tim. And then also it says, I think it says Max Holloway, and Jake's like, what?
Yeah.
And then we logged onto their stream, and they're playing in one of those tournaments where you're not against other people in the tournament. It's just a points tournament. Like you rack up as many kills.
Yeah, yeah.
And
We didn't stream snipe
No,
him.
no, no.
Not at all. We're
No.
not losers.
No.
We just were checking if it was him.
yeah, and it
Then we
was.
closed it, and then we
And
we
then
just
Jay
ended
just
up bumping into
bang,
him.
pinged.
At
I'm
one
pretty sure he
point.
sniped him.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
honestly
Oh, but that-
third person, the best Call of Duty moment of my life. It
Yeah.
was great. I
I
was
think
so excited.
we then got killed, and then
Yeah,
Jake jumped into
absolutely.
his stream and was like, "I just saw you and killed you," and then Max was like, "Nice work, man."
Nice.
I mean, I was awful at Call of Duty. I was just there for the
I'm not
vibes and to
great.
cheer these guys on.
Yeah, I got better. I wasn't as good as
Oh, your
my
cousin.
cousin was. He's really good at COD.
Unbelievable. He
But
would like do clips.
That's like my mate Sam. My mate Sam.
He'd like
Yeah.
jump in, kill 8 people
Yeah.
in like 40 seconds.
yeah,
my,
it's
ma-
kind of
my mate's
ridiculous.
my mate Sam used to stream it with his brother and his mate or his brother's mate, and yeah, he had like a win streak on his stream. It was like something ridiculous, like in the 30s or something.
I was
Yeah,
lucky if
nuts.
I won a game in a month.
Yeah, I mean I'm the same. Yeah.
It was not good. It was not good. Thank you so much for listening. That brings us to the end of this episode 2 of the Hardly Working Podcast. Make sure to follow us on all social media. We are at Hardly Working Pod. No apostrophe, no G, just Hardly Working Pod. Make sure to check out Record Club
Mm-hmm.
app. Not sponsored yet, but you can sponsor us if you want to.
Please.
And yeah, we'll see you on the next episode. Share, comment, like, comment,
All
like,
that good stuff.
subscribe, share. That's all I've got.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.